Hi guys, it's Van Nguyen again. I'm gonna continue on my subject of teens and drug use. In my last speech, I spoke about alcohol use as well, but I think this week I'm just gonna stick with the drug abuse. One of my contributing factors to helping with it, if not just preventing it, but dealing with the situation, was parent involvement. All right, let's begin. On a website called casapalmera.com, they state that few of the top reasons that teens use drugs are number one, because stress, two, social acceptance or low self esteem, or three, misinformation. For the stress, they had a recent study by Partnership for Drug Free America that showed 73% of teens reported that they used drugs because they were stressed. Now, a more interesting percentage, only 7% of parents believed that teens might use drugs because of stress. And what does this tell you? One, that they really underestimate the impact of stress on these children. But two, it's like they have no idea. Why? Because they're not involved. They don't know what's going on in their kids' daily life if they don't think this. They're not up with recent times. They don't read. They don't research. They don't follow up. But I mean, anybody can say that they're busy. Spoken from a person that has three jobs and I go to school. But not to toot my horn. Number two, social acceptance or low self-esteem. On this website, they said in 2007 there was a study that reported 65% of teens say they use drugs to be cool, to feel cool. A lot of the teens said that their self-worth depended on the approval of others. Maybe this is just an assumption, but why do they feel that their self-worth is based upon the approval of others? I think that a lot of kids that have this problem is like either they didn't have a parent in the home, either father or mother, or maybe not even just that. Maybe the mother or the father wasn't home. I'm Vietnamese from both. My mother and my father were from Vietnam. They came over here as immigrants, and I was born the first generation in America. So I got kind of front row seats to this. Both my parents worked. They actually worked together, but it was a lot of hours, But I mean, this is what they knew. The best way to raise your kids is to give them a life that they never had. And I'm not saying they did anything wrong. I very much appreciate what they did. But my wife and I have taken a little bit of a different direction because I feel that parent involvement is a big deal. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is misinformation. It says that 40% of teens don't perceive any major risks in trying drugs like heroin once or twice. Now, that's pretty crazy. Like that, that's a bad drug. That's one of the drugs that your body hurts for it. You go through withdrawals, some very bad withdrawals. Why is this? Once again, I mean, in today's society, so many things are taboo. Um, let your kids do what they want. Don't yell at them. Don't spank at them. You get CPS called on you. All kinds of crazy stuff. Like, I think that parent involvement is a big deal with this. You got to be able to sit your kids down and talk to them about things. As a Christian, we listen to a few different radio stations here in Houston, and one of them is the radio station called KSBJ. And one thing about them, it's family-based radio. They never talk about anything that could be bad. They don't talk about fatalities um, on the road whenever there's an accident. They don't talk about anything because they think that you can't talk about anything negative. But I mean, you have to be realistic. drugs kill people, you have to be able to tell your kids things about that to give them warnings. Because when they go out here and they don't know, and somebody can tell them, like, hey, it's no big deal. You can do it. No big deal. So I think that parent involvement is a very, very big deal. Thank you for your time, guys. Enjoy the rest of the class.